Gonna have a good day, yeah.
Smile, sweet summer.
Sun shining on your face, yeah.
Smile, sweet summer.
Oh, I love to see the smile on your face. I will cherish these moments each day. Sweet summer day, sun shining on your face, lips with the kiss of the sun. As a sign, it's gonna have a good day. I discovered your happy place. I see the love all in your face. Sit back and cuddle in my arms. Relax, enjoy on this sweet day. We only got a couple of days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday comes back around. Wanna spend some time away on the summer day. My love to feel your warm embrace. The skies don't rainy days. The sunny days are here to stay. The skies don't rainy days. Sweet summer. Smile on your face. Oh, yeah.
Sunshine on your face.
Live with the kiss of the sun. And the smile's gonna
have a good day.
So I want to see you to work Monday morning with the smile on your face, skipping, yeah. Oh yes, you'll be skipping. Hey, sweet summer day, sun shining on your face. And the sign was gonna, 'cause I want to see you to work Monday morning with a smile on your face and you're singing. It was a sweet summer day. Sweet summer day, sun shining on your face. Smile, gonna have a good day. So have a good day, yeah. It was a sweet summer day, yeah, yeah. Sweet summer day, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Sweet summer day.
In the world that spins around, full of noise without a bound, there's a voice that's calm and deep. It's Eric G with thoughts to keep. Random thoughts with Eric G, where ideas flow and minds are free. Every story, every angle, a mental journey to untangle and unfolds with Eric G. Oh, in the random thoughts with Eric G.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? How you doing? How you feeling this afternoon? This is your little big brother, Eric G. I want to welcome each and every one of y'all to a brand new episode of Random Thoughts with Eric G. I'm back again, y'all. I told y'all I ain't stopping this season, man. On episode 4 so far, y'all. I'm doing it. I normally do 10. I don't know what we'll end this year, but I'm doing it. Hey, y'all, man. Before we get started, man, I got to shout out, man, my local spotlight artist, Kenny J. Wilkins. That's what you hear at the beginning of the podcast, man. Yo, he, like I said, he's a great singer, songwriter, producer. He's been doing it since the 90s. My man is really getting down, man. Yo, like I said, straight from the church, straight from the church to the dance floor, man. Yo, I got to shout out my boy, man. Thank you so much, man. All right, so let's get started like I always do. A random thought, man. So I'm in the point right now, man, where I said it on my first official show that I'm trying to get myself healthy this season, man. With this season, before this year's out, I got to get myself healthy. You know what I'm saying? I looked at my body the other day. I said, God damn it, you don't let yourself go here. You got to get yourself together, man. And I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, I've seen my sons. Both of my sons are football players. If you ever seen both of my sons, these are not no average, small, little, like a 15, 17-year-old. No. These ain't the kids that grew up in the 2000s when we had to be skinny and wear baggy clothes. No. These are big, bulky ass Negroes, man. And I can't be out of shape, man. 'Cause one day they're gonna try to whoop my ass. And I can't sit back and let them whoop my ass. I gotta get myself together. You know, so I gotta do it together. And plus, man, my wife is she's a vegan. My wife is a vegan. She's up here working out every day. She's looking good. You know what I'm saying? She got a booty looking like it's supposed to look. I'm happy. I see she looking good. I'm like, I gotta get myself together too, man. Because I don't want to go somewhere and we take pictures and she cuff my boob. I don't want that. That's one thing I don't want as a man. So I'm just saying I gotta figure out how to get myself together, body wise. I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out one day. But until then, Popeye's chicken got a sale going on. All right, that's all my random thought, man. All right, so let's get into this episode today, man. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in my shows, man. My TikTok has really been hitting. I'm happy. So this week I'm telling everybody I'm doing a week worth of throwback guests. Where I've had guests on my show from the past who really made a difference, who really made an impact on my show. And man, this guest I got today, man, this is my brother, man. And I have to shout him out, man, Mr. Donny Dobson. I'm gonna bring him in first. Then I'm gonna talk my shit about him because he ain't worth shit, but he's still my boy. Bring him on in, man. Yo, give it up to my boy, Donny.
What's happening? What up?
What's up? What's up with your late ass? What's going on, man?
I ain't late, man. What you talking about?
Show started 20 minutes ago.
And I was here 19 minutes ago.
What's up, man? First thing first, man. I want you to introduce yourself, man, to the people who don't know you. Then we'll get started.
Well, Donnie from Whatever Talk, the show where we make fun of reality. You know, I just like to talk the thoughts. The more taboo it is, the more I want to talk about it. And I just be wanting people to think about stuff. That's all. Just think. You ain't got to agree. I ain't trying to argue. I just got thoughts and don't mind sharing them.
I got you. So look, man, if y'all don't know, man, I'm gonna give y'all a brief recap of who Donnie is on my show. Donnie's been on maybe like 5 or 6 shows I had, man. He was on the karaoke night, but he didn't sing a goddamn thing. But it was fun.
No, man, I had to dip out, man. It was getting late. I was sleepy. I couldn't rock out with some being half comatose.
Hey, yo, so let me show y'all clips on the last few times Donnie has been on my show. Let me go ahead and bring in my guest, man. Donnie! What's up, bro?
What up, though?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, just living the podcast life, I guess. I don't even know what that is, but I'm living it because I do podcasts. I haven't been blinded by love. And I say that because, like, me and my wife, we literally grew up together. Like, okay. Not grew up from birth, but we've been together since the 7th grade. Straight up, 7th grade. And that's 25 plus years. And been married for 11. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she correct you in the back.
Yeah, that too. Because me being experienced, I wouldn't necessarily want a sacrifice virgin, as they say.
God. I'm trying to figure out why everybody's crazy.
Okay,
because everybody identify as whatever. That's why everybody.
Why does that make them crazy? You want to see crazy? Have you ever met someone with multiple personality? Disorder.
That's crazy. I just told you why I was crazy at least about 3-4 times. I just told you why. Again, you can identify all you want, but the fact that you actually believe that you are what you identify is ludicrous. That's what I'm saying. It's ludicrous. You believe that you're a dog. You believe you're a canine, but you can't do what canines do, though.
I see a lot of motherfuckers on leashes, so you never know.
Laughing at the perfections and imperfections of reality, and we all make fun of this.
But Donnie, here's the thing: why does it matter? It's okay.
It doesn't matter.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But my point is, this is what
crazy for identifying as a freaking dog.
But this guy needs some magic.
We're gonna get into this motherfucker. So, like I was saying, we gotta hype it up, man. Cause y'all done brought Donnie done made this shit a history lesson, and the shit got emotional. And motherfucker, I'm looking at the crime. My glasses fall fucked up. Donnie, let me tell you something, man. Like, and I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Donnie, you gotta get the last. You gotta get the last word. Hey, yo, look, I didn't even like, it was other clips. It was other clips I could have showed.
Last words is not my intentions, but man, I just be thinking different, man. I just again, I don't want to say I am my thoughts. Think of it from another perspective. I do it a lot on purpose, just because we don't talk. It's the same conversation I hear all the time, and everybody got the same perspectives as people did back in the freaking 80s, 60s, and 50s and all that journey. Nobody got different perspectives on anything. They just talk about the same perspectives that they parents have, and then intertwine that with like, hey, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, you agree with that, but let's talk about something different about that, because everyone in this situation living the way that you're living. Everybody else is living a different way, maybe having the same situation, but different. Let's talk about some other scenarios of this matter, of the same matter. Right. And you know what? That was said. It was episodes, man, and though I want to bring you back for this episode is because I was like, yo, as much as Dottie, like, I love that Dottie give his own opinion on everything, but it was shows Dottie said, you know what, man, you ain't gonna change my fucking mind. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Hey, yo, and then I said, yo, it was one episode. We did I think it was the Battle of the Sexes, and I brought you on, and you and my homegirl Savagely Humble, we went back and forth on being abused, and she's like, well, it's nobody's business. It is somebody's business. If I can see the scar, I'm like, yo. Hey, yo. So I just want to get. So anyway, man, I just want to get to you, man. Let's get like who you are, man, because I think people don't really know who you are outside of your podcast world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that many subscribers, man, but I got enough for people to know who fucking I am. So So let everybody know a little bit about your background, man, because I do know that, you know what I'm saying, we all know that you and your wife been together for 250 years. We some Hancock. y'all been married for 125 of those 250. So let everybody know a little bit about your background, and we talk about your podcast. My bad. We'll say it again. I said let everybody know a little bit about your background, and we'll talk about your podcast. Sure, man. My background is father of two and married to the same woman of the two. So how did you go ahead? I go say I don't be doing nothing but podcasts and then chilling with the fam when they feel like chilling with me. Being a damn dad is a vicious thing. But look, so how did you and your homeboy Kevin get into podcasting? Because I know we're ever talking to you and your best friend. It was originally Kevin wasn't he wasn't here for the jump start. He was the original guy who was gonna be a part of the show from the very beginning, but it was some time going by and I was postponing it because he couldn't make it due to situations. So I just said, man, forget it. I ain't gonna wait on this nigga no more. It was about a year went by. I was like, man, I'm about to just do it. It was Terrence and this chick I met from this job I was at. It was the original cast of Whatever Talk. And it just, time go by and people don't really realize how demanding the podcasting world is. So, they, I can't hear you. Ah, shoot. Is it my headphones? I can't hear nothing. Shoot. Can't hear nothing. Should I leave? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me say I'm gonna leave and come back. Okay.
Donnie, give me a minute, man. I'm sorry. Like, this shit is gonna happen. Uh, I had to go check my own stuff, y'all. Make sure I'm right. Yo. What's up, man? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yep. I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Like I said, this is some nigga shit,
All right, cool.
cause I don't think people understand being a podcaster. It gonna happen.
Oh,
But
unestablished, as they say, podcaster. It's some work.
hold on. First of all, hold on. And first of all, and I got sitting with 2 damn microphones, just in case the shit go down, man. So Betty was saying, man, like you got started, podcasting. You say it wasn't Kevin wasn't part of your original lineup. You had a girl, but she didn't want to like do it because the
The
dedication
man.
it takes.
Yeah. So it was just me and T for a minute, and then had a friend of ours, Stacy, came aboard. I wanted to have a female on the show, at least one. Well, I was hoping for two, but I always wanted a female whenever they come. And because I be having all these questions, all my thoughts be from all perspectives, but I like a non-male perspective as well. Things again happen, hiatus, a bunch of life happened. Then it came back with Kev and me, and shoot, what happened, man? Like I originally started podcasting on a show called Trophy Whores. It's a PlayStation News uh show talk about PlayStation News. So and then I was like, shoot, I want to talk about other stuff. So whatever talk was
Right.
born.
So with that being said, man, like I know. So yeah, whatever talking, you also got challenge your beliefs. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with both of those, like those, they're both based around religion. I'm trying to remember. I've been on both shows, but they both. It feel like we always talk about Adam and Eve or something crazy. But we've been so they both revolve around religion.
uh, whatever talk revolves around whatever.
Okay.
That's my flagship show that I care about the most. Even though I like religion talk more, I like religion
Mm-hmm.
conversation more. That's part of my favorite conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
what is I like to talk about whatever as well. But challenge our beliefs is just that's it to religion on that one. The reason why whatever talks becomes somewhat religion on an often basis because one of my the human psyche is has its issues cornerstone from religion, like the cornerstone of humanity's psychological issues is religion. That's the cornerstone of why we have these freaking issues that we have in the world. So that's why a lot of it seems to come like a religious conversation, but that's not my.
Right.
It don't all the time when they get to whatever talk on
Mm-hmm.
whatever talk. It just it just happens because the show, whatever talk, it goes with the flow of whatever. It might have sparked that thought. And like, hey, let me get that out real quick. And I didn't intend for it to be a conversation, but hey, you had something to say about it too.
Hey yo, so on whatever talk, man, and I love the fact that you open your show to any and everybody. Over the
At least once.
and you at least
Once.
one. You know,
I'll talk to I'll talk to anybody at least once. Like if you were just a straight
right.
up nigga, hey man, I ain't got time to be dealing with your. I don't feel like being entertained by you right now.
Come on. Hey yo, so over the course of the time, man, and especially especially with your your challenge your belief show, because I feel like that's gonna be your most controversial. Because you talk a lot, you go in. Has anybody ever said anything that they kind of surprised you? And actually, you said, hold on, I'm sorry, you said that you was open to changing your own opinion.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever said anything that actually made you change your own opinion about religion?
Nothing's made me change my opinions about religion at all. Not one thing. Not absolutely not one thing.
I tried, y'all. I really tried. I really tried.
But I continue to gain insight, which is be open to that thought. Like, well, okay, yeah, okay. I still don't believe it, but I can get where that comes from, or I can get the ideal of that idea, or have an understanding
You know
of
what?
that. But yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say this right here. 'Cause I remember it was a conversation me, you, and Kev had where we were talking the difference between being religious and being spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh, that
I
changed
think I got.
significantly too. That changed
Hey, see,
significantly from that episode.
yeah. Oh, for Kevin, for you.
Well, for me, like I have more thoughts about that, about religion and spiritual since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like, I'm gonna say, I might not have changed your mind, brother, but I think I had your ass on the rope. But we was
See,
come on.
I'm not even about trying to be on a rope. I'm just trying to have a conversation about it. It's just that I think I make people think about things radical that
Yeah.
it comes off as malicious or something of some sort. Or I don't malicious either, but it's a wow, like wow. Either they never thought of it actually, or they're thinking about it now, or like I never thought about it like that actually, and it's like wow. And I don't know how to use the words, but yeah, I just think like I'm not afraid of my thoughts. I like to think about stuff, and I enjoy it.
But you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. And like I said, I appreciate it. And sometimes, like when it's on my show and you start arguing, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta figure out how to reel this shit in. But but no, I actually like the fact that you have your own opinion and nobody can actually change your mind on what you feel is right. And like I said, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest. I feel like doing this podcast, everybody try to follow the same script. Everybody try to follow the
Hmm.
same like path to everybody else. And like I said, I love that you like, look, I don't think that way. I'm gonna say what the fuck is on my mind, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I respect that too, bro, because I feel like I'm in the same kind of lane. I'm not as controversial as you, but I feel like I'm in the same lane. So next question, bro. Have you ever has there been a guest on your show that made you like, look, this shit is too much?
Nope. Nope.
Okay,
It's not one show. And I had a crackhead or a former crackhead on my challenge of belief episode 7. It is titled
right.
"This Nigga Here." this nigga here, boy. And but no, because the reason that never happens because, like I said, everybody at least a shot at conversation. We already know everybody can handle conversation, and I'm talking about
Mhm.
actual conversation, like whatever talk. For example, like I like to look at it as a safe haven for conversation. Say what you want to say, how you want to say it. I take no offense to nothing. To look and or be stupid. We're all ignorant in moments because we all don't know all the information. We're ignorant in this particular era. So I'm not afraid of that. So that's why I say I'm not about debates and I'm not about arguments. I want you enough to realize that you're being retarded right now. But that
Hey,
being
hold
said,
on. You heard the clip. Don't say that word.
exactly, and that'd be hilarious about that, Joe. Like, nigga, what you mean I can't say that word? I could call you a nigga, but I can't say retarded. Like, so weird.
I kind of agree with that. I agree with that.
It's like niggas be censoring themselves on their own show. Like, that's retarded. But anyway, going back, like when I choose conversation, like I trust this person is not intentionally trying to hurt me. For all conversations, even if I know you, you might say something that might, oh well, dang, that kind of like went, wow, where that come from? Ask a question. What's the point of getting all flipped out for when you already had your assumptions set on this nigga being a nigga? If he just meet your assumption, you're not surprised then. So it ain't no point for me to be getting mad or have any regrets because I'm aware that everybody is not the same.
Right.
Like again, I like to use the example of like just say everybody on the planet is growing at the same time. We're all not growing emotionally in the same field at the same time. We're forced to deal with idiocracy. This you grew up or somebody allowed you to grow and or come to some senses. So this person gotta have some time too. Right now, this is a freaking idiot. Give him some time.
Hey, but you know what? But you know what I realized? Hold on. You know what I realized though, Donnie? I feel like we're podcasters, right? We all podcasters. We all trying to figure out. We all got a big ass mouth. We all talking our shit. My thing is, I think hold on. I feel like podcasting is so vague that everybody feel like, oh, I got an opinion. So I'm just gonna say what the fuck is on my mind. So I think that's why it comes off that way sometimes. That people saying maybe some idiotic shit. But I think like it's just because we had a place now where everybody's able to hear them say that idiotic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but nah to me with that one. It's like we all have an opinion. Yes, we absolutely all have an opinion. But here comes the issue with society, and this is what society runs with, is that to get people believing it, all you got to do is be confident. That's all you got to do. Be confident in what you say. And people confuse certainty with confidence. And that's the issue. Like, you don't know more than you. No matter how much you deflect from you, you know who you are. Therefore, you know that what you're saying right now, you don't know, but you being retardedly confident in yourself because you know you don't know
not retardedly confident.
Yes, retardedly confident in yourself because you know that you don't know what the heck you're talking about, but you would rather argue than look dumb, stupid. Like I said, I don't mind looking stupid because I probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But going off what I've read and going off the brain, and I know how to think. Like I have an opinion. I think I have an opinion about absolutely everything, even if I don't know nothing about it. Why? Because I just think, just think, hey, I don't know nothing about this, but given a little thought, it'd probably be like blah blah blah. Like, that's what the heck a hypothesis is. It's like
And
it's yeah, it's an educated guess. Like I'm
yeah,
thinking a
yep.
little bit and then making my response. I'm saying
But
it
you know what?
with confidence,
But you
but
know,
I'm not certain about it, and that's the
but you
confusion
know,
with people.
but you know what? With me though, I always feel like, I've been wrong on people's shows plenty of times. And
Hmm.
but my thing is, I'm always willing to listen to the conversation and learn from the conversation. My thing is, when it comes to random thoughts with me, because my shit is always random, is like I'm gonna ask you a question based on what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And not my stuff is not based off my knowledge because I don't know it. I don't fucking know it. If I don't know something like I don't know it. But I'm always give you. I always ask you questions based on what the little bit I do know, or like listen to what you're saying. Because if you came back
And
on what you're saying,
yeah,
I'm like, maybe you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, but
yeah,
that's the only thing I'll say.
yeah. But you
No, I
know,
start rough with you. No, I rough with you, Donnie.
I,
Because sometimes your ass, you just go, ah.
and but and I agree with that as well. But a lot of
Mhm.
times, like I find myself doing this on, and I realize it kind of works, but if you don't catch it too soon, to be like, oh, damn, it just left my mind. Just forget about it. Deal.
Right.
Like it'd be like, you're talking about things that's related to the subject, but you're trying to
Mhm.
think about what it is that you actually want to convey. But then like, okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay, I got it now. I was just doing a bunch of talking while I was thinking about the process. Now here it is. Like this is what I really wanted to say now. I myself doing that a lot when I
With that, don't call me out like that on my show, man. Don't call me out like that on my own goddamn show, Donnie.
what you mean? What you mean? I wanted to say earlier about how you respond to what the other person respond says. The
Yeah.
comical thing about that I hear on often, people don't listen to what it is that they're saying themselves. So when you respond to it, they like, what the heck?
Hmm.
like I'm just listening. I'm responding to it just now.
Right. Right. All right, man. So Donnie, get back into your shows, man. So Donnie, what has been a really a challenging episode? Because I want people to know a little bit more. What has been an episode for you? You like this is like because Donnie, you like me. You jump off of one subject to like 20 other subjects. But
Mm-hmm.
what has been a show that was very challenging for you? And you say none of them just really defeated anything. But what's something that's been really challenging for you to try to convey to your guests?
The only show that's been challenging for me is not being able to record one.
Mm.
That's the only thing that's been challenging for me. Uh, all my shows go. Fortunately, I haven't yet to have an argument like per se, like on challenge our beliefs. It's comical that I always relate to anything heated or coming from challenge our beliefs other than whatever talk because it's amusing to me that believers can spit out how much somebody needs to be believing in God and Jesus and them,
Mm.
but they can't have a conversation with anybody outside of another believer. And thus where all the, I guess you could say, irateness may come from. It's the challenge of a lot of those once they actually realize where I'm coming from and realize that like I'm trying to actually attack them, like I'm just conversing on what you say, I'm responding to what you're saying to my question and all that type of stuff, and then they
Mm-hmm.
come all like, all right, it'll
Right.
die down slightly, but other than that, like I'm I'm expecting some irateness from challenge our beliefs because of what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just can't talk to
Mm-hmm.
anybody outside of another believer. But yet, how are you going to convert people if you don't talk to non-believers?
That part. So I'm asking this right here.
But
So I'm asking this, Danny. I'm asking this real quick. I got to jump on.
uh-huh,
Ask this
uh-huh.
one because this is a serious question, and I don't want nobody to take offense to it. what do you consider yourself? You consider yourself an atheist. You consider yourself like a person who's trying to figure it out. I know you don't follow a religion. So, what do you consider yourself on the verge of if you believe in something or not? Do you believe there's a higher power? Do you believe there's just an energy? What do you believe?
First, I consider myself what we call ourselves a human being. That's it. That's it. That's all. I don't consider myself. I don't consider myself any titles. I'm just a human being who just like to think and converse about. That's all. As far as religion or whatever, I don't consider myself religious nor, but technically, if we want to get technical, I would be an atheist. But here's the thing about atheists is that atheists don't not just not believe that there's no God. They just lean towards it not being a God. That's all. They don't like, hey, there's absolutely nothing. We don't know that. That's where certainty and confidence come into play. Like a lot of people talk so much certainty about their beliefs, but to me, I see no certainty in what you're saying. That's why none of it has been able to alter my own thoughts on it. I myself religious because what I just said, and I don't consider myself spiritual because I feel like spiritual is doing the exact same thing as what religion is doing, picking your parts out and choosing to believe those parts. Basically, you're doing the exact same thing as religion is believe this portion more so than this because I don't like that. That's what I get the same thing from spiritual.
Right. But also, I think people got to realize too, and I think a lot of people don't understand that there's a difference between being an atheist and a Satan. There's a big difference. Because I think when a lot of people look at it, when you hear a person say they're atheist, they're like, "Oh, so you must believe in the devil." No, you don't believe in neither one. but that's why I think a lot of people do get that confused, especially in our black community, because like I said, we were raised, like I said, Christianity and everything. So I do believe that a lot of people do believe people don't know the difference between being an atheist and a Satan.
In a what? What was the last one?
I said Satanist. I said like believe in Satan.
Yeah. I don't know much about the Satanism, but from what I've heard about them, yeah, they're different things. Like, because again, you're still choosing to believe in a God if you're Satanist, because Satan is
that's some
considered
wild
a
ass shit
God.
for me, man.
Yeah. Well, and another thing about that is like it's amusing to me as well that you have to believe, period. Like if you don't believe in God, then you believe in the devil. If you don't believe in, which is humorous to me because you can't believe in one. You can't be a Satanist believing in the devil and not believing that God don't exist. Like
makes sense. That makes sense.
It doesn't work. Yeah, you have to believe in one, then you believe in everything. And also, to take it even further, I think if you believe in God, period, then how you don't believe in anything because of the certainty matter, the certainty issue that comes into play that I like to talk about. What's your certainty on the matter? You believe it, but you don't believe you can fly. Come on now.
Right.
You should be. You should be.
No, I feel like people don't understand there's a difference between both of them. But I do think that, like you said, they do coincide with each other. You gotta, if you believe in one, you gotta know there's another one exists because they actually in the same story. So back to this race. So I'm gonna jump off your podcast a little bit, go into your personal life.
You
do a little rapping, you do a little poetry. So how did you get into I've been watching little poetry jams and stuff. how did you get into your poetry bag, bro?
And my one of my friends died. That was the
Say that again, you broke
actual.
up. I'm sorry.
One of my friends died,
Okay.
and that was the actual the first one I ever wrote was about him. He was nicknamed the Streets, and that was the name of it. I didn't get a chance to
Hey,
read
hold on a
it
second.
at the.
Hold on. You just got real low all of a sudden. You just got real low.
Oh shoot, I don't know what to say. Am I low? I'm still low. Maybe
Yeah, you feel low. All of a sudden, it just you got really high, and all of a sudden it went down low. But I can still hear you a little bit. I can still hear you a little bit.
Let's try this. Let me try this. Give me a sec.
All right.
Say something real
Okay.
quick. All
Oh,
right,
there
you
you go.
good?
There you go. Perfect.
Hold on, because that's a speakerphone. I know you don't want that.
I don't care. It works for me.
Am I low?
Say again.
Huh?
All right, there you go.
Am I
Good,
low?
good, good,
I
good.
guess I am low. All
No,
right,
no, no,
cool,
no.
cool. All right. I disconnected and put them back on. But yeah, a friend of mine died. He was actually nicknamed the Streets, and
Hmm.
that was a poem. And I didn't really do anything else until like sometime later. I started getting into the Bible again, and then I created the character Rebel Jesus and
Mm.
start doing what I do, like basically talking about what I talk about on the show, but just putting it in a rhythm form
Mhm.
as the character Rebel Jesus. I'm and I will. It's basically my perspective on Christianity and what we get told about Christianity,
Mm.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I just put it. I started writing the rhymes, and I never was a rapper, but back in high school, we all thought we was hip hoppers. So what happened
Woo.
was my we used to throw together some rhymes, but he'd give me the chorus, and he say write something. Then I just write whatever chorus he give me, and I just write verses for me and the crew.
Mhm.
And I I was clever with wordplay, so Rebel Jesus.
Hey, man. You know what? You caught me alone. I'm gonna tell you this. When you sent me a friend request on my Instagram a while back, I'm like, what the hell is this? At first, I thought. So listen. I thought it was a Mexican dude. Like I thought it was Rebel Jesus. I was like maybe it's something Rebel Jesus. Then it took me a minute to realize. Then I looked at the icon. I was like, that gotta be Donnie. That gotta be,
It had to challenge our
Donnie.
beliefs. It had to challenge our beliefs icon.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, yep. So
And man, but
yeah, but I
so
take on a persona as Jesus, but as a rebel. So when I
yeah.
refer to God, I don't refer to him as God. I refer to him as any variation of dad, pops, dad. Uh, so and then I also created other characters within it too. Just Lou is Lucifer.
Mm.
Wilson, with my latest one I'm working on, I'm giving Wilson some play. Wilson is the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Will.
And
Hold on, how did you get Wilson for the Holy Spirit?
because I think people who believe is crazy. So by
Yeah.
casting, and I thought so from the way everybody tells me, the hardcore believers who I had conversations with, you can't even start believing in until you ask for wisdom to believe in God. So basically, that
Mm.
wisdom is supposed to be the Holy Spirit coming in you, so that what you feel like is feeling good. Therefore, I call him Wilson, Castaway. Wilson.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I hear what you saying. All right, so look, man, you be wild. I know how you get. But hey, yo, all right, so one more thing to talk about before we get to the end of this, man. Yo, you do a lot of your real random thoughts in your car, man. You know, I ain't gonna say you stole my idea, but you stole my idea. But so how did you come up with doing your own original like whatever talk? Like you sit in the car, you sitting at work, and you just venting. How did that come up for you?
I do whatever talking to myself came after whatever talk. It was the show first.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah.
had I just wanted to talk about a whole bunch of crazy stuff because everybody else doing the same thing. Like even to this day. Like I listen to a bunch of podcasts, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a return listener to a lot of them
Mm.
because I hey, I'm a podcaster too. I would like for somebody to hear what I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, cool. But I'll listen to it. But if I don't like it, just won't be a return listener. But cool, you doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
But so then it evolved to political into it, and now it's more so my thoughts, even more so than ever. Now it's mainly my thoughts, people's thoughts, and all that type of stuff that I do. So then whatever talking to myself is me doing more thinking already talked about. So basically I'm just doing some more thinking about it. Oh, I said this, but now I'm thinking about it like this point of view now. Like I had another conversation, it made me rethink what I said in the show, and whatever talking to myself is a video clip here. So
Yeah.
basically, whatever talking to myself, and then if I can get a show on whatever talk, we do more elaborating on
Mm-hmm.
the show because, like I tell my son, I don't want to just live off your own thoughts all the time. Like you want to hear other people's opinion about even your own stuff because that's how you create a narcissist. Be that because that's just retarded to be.
Oh man, but like I said, I do the same thing. I sit in my truck or my car, whatever, and I just whatever comes in my mind, I like. It's weird for me because when I drive, I think a lot, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why. It just so that's why my random thoughts really just pops in my head in my car because it's easy for
Yep.
me to
Yep.
drive and like, you know what, this is what's on my mind while I'm driving. So it could be
Yep.
anything about me, you know what I'm saying? I had to take a shit today, like I don't know what's going on, but I'm constipated. Like it's crossing my mind. Man, so that I appreciate watching your talking to yourself. I'm like, at first I was like, that might be a little crazy, but it's fine. But yo,
Like
man,
that's
hey
one of the
yo,
best.
so
That's one of the best studios. The car in the bathroom.
oh, you know what? Man? Hey, matter of fact, if y'all did music back in the day, you know the bathroom was always your studio.
Yeah, hey, the
The
bathroom.
bathroom was
That's what.
always
That's why I be doing the virtual the bathroom.
yeah. All right,
Best
man.
lighting too.
I'm always in my kitchen. My kitchen got the best light in the whole damn house, so I'm in here.
Uh,
All right, yo. So and plus, like I said earlier, I'm fat. I'm trying to get my shit together. So I'm in the kitchen. I can interview y'all and drink something at the same time. But all right, look, man. You and your wife been together for a total what 26 years, 27 years now.
shoot, it's been like 30 now, or probably more.
God damn. Wait, well, y'all been
Since
together
I've
for
been on that
majority. Y'all been together for
particular
majority of my life.
episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
I majority of my
so, so I'm asking a question, man. I know y'all had. I remember we talked about it on another show. Y'all ups and downs y'all had in y'all relationship. What has
life.
been the key? What's the key to keeping it lasting?
What's the you and I? What's the key to?
What's the key to keeping y'all relationship lasting this long? Y'all been married for a while. Y'all been together for a while. What's the key to
Uh,
being in a relationship, staying together this
Acceptance.
long? Okay.
Yeah. Um, and that I think that comes with the cliche answer. Um, that's the cliche answer is as communication,
Mm.
but
Mm.
mainly acceptance first. I say that with just about. I say that with life. Period. Acceptance. That is where your peace is. It's
Mm.
in acceptance. Accepting of you first. You accepting
Mhm.
yourself. Like my theory. I think we know ourselves already. We just deflect for whatever reason we choose to deflect for ourselves.
Right.
Like it's not that really hard to read a person, but for some
Mm.
reason we get mad with them that is us. I don't know why we. I don't know why.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. My only me and my wife be beefing this week. You're right.
but but that being said, again, acceptance though. Like once you
Mm.
accept that you are cool,
Mm.
you won't be worrying about what anybody has to say about you at all if they're not saying it to you directly. All
Right.
that he say, she say,
Mm-hmm.
or any if they're not saying it to you, then what's the point of having anything to say about it other than capping jokes or something?
Mm.
Like,
Right.
it,
Right. Right.
yeah, so forget about it. And then at that point, I think once you accept you, that's when you will start accepting the world for what they show you. Like again, we all may be growing at the same time, but we all ain't growing in the same at the same time. So once you
Mm.
realize again, like that's why I say no show has been bad. Like even with
Right.
the crackhead, no show has been bad because
The crackhead boy.
I
Lord knows.
mean, hey, that's what he said. That's what he said. I'm
Hey, you
just
know
going
what?
on
I
what
know
he
I
said.
have my I have my own share with crackheads, man. They that was a lifetime for me, boy. Them crackheads in my life. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, but once you accept all that, then you know niggas gon' nig, as we say.
niggas
And
going
so
there.
what's
You
the
right about that.
what's the point of getting mad when a nigga do a nigga thing? That's just
Doing
energy
nigga shit.
being
You right.
wasted. Exactly. It's just energy being wasted for absolutely
Niggas
no
doing nigga.
reason.
Yeah.
Once all that happens with the acceptance, then
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of all that happening, then you
Right.
accept your wife for
Mm.
who she has become.
Mm.
Who she has
That part.
become. Yeah, because I think that's the part that's recognized as fast first is that we don't even realize that we grow. Like
Mm.
we still forcefully stop trying to do something because of the age that we are. Oh, we ain't supposed to be doing this no more, even though I like doing this. So we are forcefully trying
Mm.
to stop realizing, like, hey, I've grown up, but I still like doing this. It's okay. I like it. It's
I don't
all
know, man.
good.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think age got a big thing to do with it too, man. Because you can't be trying to smash outside no more this age. My
but
arthritis gonna act up by tomorrow. But we got-
but hey, if that makes you happy, partner accepts that about you or makes you that happy and
right.
a willing participant in making you
Right.
happy, then
Right.
that's we have to accept. That means it ain't on getting mad about that bull crap no more. And if it is
Mm-hmm.
something that aggravates you, is it bad? You're like, come on, just sit and think about it for a minute. Don't you do things that's aggravating too? So is that aggravating to where it gotta be, so you just
I agree.
basically in a nutshell, you start thinking with the other shoe on the foot, as we like to say.
Mm.
You actually start thinking about others is basically in a nutshell.
Right. And I
Mm,
appreciate that, man, because
mm,
like you said, because me and my wife, like I said, me and my wife been together for 8 years total, 3 years of marriage. And
mm,
like you said, I tell everybody communication is key, but you gotta also gotta one thing people gotta understand too, you gotta accept that a person got a view on you like you got on them. Like, and
mm,
that's the thing that people don't understand too. Because it was hard for me to hear this. Hear the criticism back when I was giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? And
You
I
know
had to
who
take it
you
back.
are. You know
Yeah,
who you
and
are.
that's thing. But that would make you mad. That would make you mad is because you do know who you are. Like you know what I'm saying? That would make you mad, and you hoping that nobody else know who you are. So that would make you mad.
But that's the tripped out part. That's the part of the human psyche I was talking about before. Like, why? Like, when you think about that, that makes no sense that will make
It
you
does.
mad. It no
It
make
does.
no sense why that would make you mad. Like, nigga, you care about the you don't know me mentality when you be calling other people out. That means you know them, right? You may be
Mm-hmm.
wrong, but you be calling people out. When
Right.
somebody call you out on something that you know you be doing, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a I think we call it a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Why this so what's so guilty about it? If this what makes you happy, why are you caring about why do other people find what makes you happy? You
Right.
know, another way of looking at it per se, like it's kind of strange to me that we would do things to other people
Mm-hmm.
in disconnecting from that being okay, but get mad when other people treat you in a way that you don't like to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know for a fact that this is a wrong thing for you to be doing. Like, why are you doing things that in treating people the way that you don't want to be treated, but then get mad when somebody a disrespectful way per se.
Right,
Like,
but that's a narcissist though. That's that narcissist behavior like we were talking about earlier. That's you being a narcissist because
mm-hmm,
at the same time you want your viewpoint to be viewed, but you can give a damn about somebody else. And then when it comes to you, you don't believe that you are what they describe you to be, but
exactly.
you so because you see yourself in a higher light. So I think that is that narcissist behavior that forms in relationship that does
Mm-hmm.
eventually ruin it if you don't take
Yep,
care of it in
yep.
the beginning.
We're disconnect from what we're disconnect from knowing right and wrong just to
Mhm,
justify what we want to do.
mhm.
Issue when other people, don't like it. But you know right from wrong, Ed. Come on.
Mhm.
You know
Right.
that you it's done to you if given if put in a situation. You know you wouldn't like this done to you. So why would you live your life in that and think that it's okay? We disconnect from that for some reason.
But but also I think they come with maturity and growth, brother. And I appreciate that you actually
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. You talk because I know on the shows you talked about y'all past and you brought it up into like little where y'all at now. And it does come with
Mm-hmm.
time, it does come with healing,
Yep.
it does come trying to reflect it on your behalf and what you're doing wrong. It does come with that in communication. And like I said, even more than just
Mm-hmm.
communication, you gotta listen. That's part of communication. You gotta listen
Yep.
as much as you
Yep.
talk. All right, man. So I'm moving to the next. Move on to the last question I asked you. Man,
Mm-hmm.
what do you see for yourself in the future when it comes to your podcast, your poetry, anything, and all your endeavors? What do you see for yourself, bro?
See myself having one of the dopest podcasts ever, just because you can talk how you want to talk. Once people get rid of that that subconscious fear of
Mm-hmm,
conversation, you know, the persona that we put on as we be keeping it real all the time, but yet you don't you want to be scouted about the conversation ahead of time before you talk because you want to know if it fits your beliefs or not. Like, then
I want to
you're
be
not
surprised.
ready for it. Yeah, you're not ready for it. You only living by affirmations and recognition. That's how a
Mm-hmm.
lot of societal people live by. They're like, I just want the recognition. I don't need nobody having opposing thoughts against mine. I need to be talking to people who think like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you're not ready then for a
Yeah.
conversation. Then you just here as another. Like I said earlier, we have all these, like you said earlier, you have all these people yapping and yapping, and I think they're just saying the exact same thing.
Yep.
I don't even think people have perspectives on it. They just copying other perspectives and say yeah
Yeah.
to that. And so
I think and I'm not going to say I wasn't guilty of doing it too. I was guilty of it too because you want to keep up with the conversation. You want to keep up like with
see,
the momentum of the moment. But my
exactly,
thing is,
not me.
what I had to learn too, man. And my thing is, I came into this game trying to be me, just being me. I'm not trying to do anything else. I wasn't trying to, and it took me a long time to figure out where I want my show to go and what I want to do. So I always been me. Now I'm goofy,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. I talk a little junk, yes. You know what I'm saying? My voice is very different and unique. Yes, I have a unique voice. But I always put my own stuff out there for me. And I would clown myself if I ever let you do it. So it doesn't even
Yep.
matter. You know what I'm saying? I always try to keep it 100% aired, and I'm country with it a little bit. Sometimes proper, depends where I'm at. I'm just trying to be honest with it. So the only thing with podcasting, it is a hard job. It's something that we try to make we try to make it easy like we want to, but at the same time, be yourself and do what you want to do for your show. And I don't like you said, Donnie. Don't try to be like everybody else, and don't try to fit everybody's, you know what I'm saying, top.
Exactly. I got absolutely zero censorship on my show. I
You
censor
do not.
myself for whatever platform that I may be streaming on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of stuff I be talking about to us with, and I be thinking about, oh, we on YouTube, we gotta stop monetize. They're gonna cut our monetization. Like, then you're not really about progressing the conversation. Pretty much, isn't that what conversation is for? Bringing awareness to
Mm-hmm.
something. But if you're not progressing in the
Now,
conversation, then there's no awareness being brung. It's just a bunch of things where people can say the same thing now. That's
right.
all. That's all
Now,
podcasting is. It's a bunch of avenues where people can say the same exact thing as the other. Don't keep up with current
but also we had a place now where everybody want to get that shocking moment that's going to
events.
you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? We got to say it, or we're gonna say the most off the wall. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this right here too, Donnie. I might bring up that. I'm doing a fake shocking episode. Like I want everybody to just, like say some of the most shocking stuff you can say because I feel like that's what everybody want to do. Everybody want to say some of the most off the wall,
but
shocking stuff you can say.
but you know what? You know what? I'm down for that. That's a nice challenge because everybody want to say the most shocking thing, but at the same time, they don't want to talk that they're saying. They just want to say it, but they don't want to converse about it. And
Yeah.
that's the most hilarious part about it. So we said some shocking things, and I hope conversation come about it because the first episode with Toy,
Mm-hmm.
the the disconnection with slavery and pets,
Mm-hmm.
and the word pet is in telling that it's a slave. So our animals that we have, they're slaves. Now, I don't think we're doing it intentionally. I don't even think we're treating them like slaves either. But
Well,
when you think
you
about
got a
it,
master. You got a map because you're known as that pet's master. So
no, that's what we give ourselves. We title ourselves the pet's master. The pet don't say, "Hey, our master," but
hold on. Give me a minute. Give
again,
me a minute. Hey, Rocco.
but at the same time, I mean, I don't think we're intentionally that, and I don't think that we're actually treating them like slave. It just when you think about it again from another perspective, pets are you beating them when they do something wrong. You you feed them and when you feel like it.
Mm,
I
okay.
mean, but we do like just that alone. I mean, I just like come.
Oh
You're
yeah, it's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
talking about
I would
these
love.
shocking
I would love.
things.
I would love to bring you on there for that episode. But also, hold on, before
Yeah,
I end on that, I said that. Would you say the same thing for kids? Then we said it for for kids.
you said one more time.
Would you say the same thing pertaining to kids, to your
Pertaining to
children?
kids. Oh, yeah, absolute, absolute. Yeah, I talked about um like in kids. Like I think we instilled entitlement in kids unintentionally,
Mm,
and that's why kids think the way they think. Like
mm,
no matter how poor you are, you still have an entitlement as a kid for some reason.
mm,
But I think we do that unintentionally in them. But for kids, again, we're not intentionally treating them like slaves, but because here's the thing about kids, we're as humans, we're not inborn with instincts
mm,
like animals are. Animals are born to get out of this situation right now that they're in. You
mm,
know, in a minute, it's about to go down in a minute
mm,
because they after us. Animals are
mm,
kids. Humans, we got to be taught our we got to be taught skills which inherently become instant.
mm.
So I don't think we're
Okay.
like slaves, but without how many kids grow up to be in the two digits of age without a human, without an adult
Mm.
doing anything.
Right, 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 right. I got you. All right, man. So I'm gonna end this very quick, man. I appreciate first. I want to appreciate you being on the show, Daddy, man, because
Oh man,
this
I
is real good
appreciate
for me,
you.
man. Hey, yo, man, I really wanted this episode about people who really makes a difference in my podcast, bro. And you definitely made a difference in my podcast, whether you know it or not. You know, so I always want to give my fellow podcasters their flowers and stuff, man. Thank you so much. Because this shit ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I want to give you your flowers, bro. And thank you for always coming on my show, talking shit, arguing with any female that want to say something against you.
Well, until they learn to stay in their place, then nah.
Yo, again, like I said, it's clips. There are clips that I was like, when I was going through to make the video, like, it's clips. I'm like, I didn't even put all the clips in this damn video. but yeah, man. But I want to thank you so much. Hey, before we go, let me play a quick game with you, man. If you don't mind, 5 questions.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, man. So you and your wife been together. You said over 25,000 years, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think nobody know her like you said. You know yourself, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
question is who is more. The question is called who is more. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. You let me know if it's you or is it your wife. I wish she could play, but no, she probably handle her business. All right.
Yeah, she out of the house right now. It's just me.
I know. This show gonna be played back again tonight. I'm gonna play the show again tonight around like 7 o'clock. You let her watch it.
Uh,
But I want to know
uh-huh.
who is. All right. So I'm asking you 5 questions. You tell me is it you or is it your wife? All right.
Yep.
Who is more likely to forget where they put their keys?
My wife.
All right. In my house, it's definitely me. It's definitely me.
Nah, you know what? It's me.
What's up,
They must be in my pockets and I be patting them down and still be it's
dude?
me.
Dude, let me tell you, man. I come home one day. I throw my keys on my table on the coffee table by my door, and one day it fell on the
Mm.
floor. I looked all through my house. It was just right up under the table, and I told my house that. All right, who is most likely to get lost while driving?
Me.
You. All right, I'm
Me.
gonna say this. I would put the camera on them, but I ain't gonna say it out loud. Anyway, oh, of course. Who's most likely to leave the lights on?
Hmm. But I guess I gotta choose one, so I go with me since she's a freaking nocturnal everything.
All right, all right. Who's the most likely to lose track of time? I already know what it is.
Her.
I already know what it is. I just want was you, bro. Nah. Got you.
Like I be
Okay.
on time on the shows all the time.
Not I ain't gonna say it today. Anyway, man. Last one, man. Who is the messy one? I want her to hear that part. She's the messy one. I got you.
I'm gonna go with she.
She's a her.
I'm gonna say us. I'm gonna say us, but she's the you and the us.
Hey man, thank you so much, Donnie, man. Thank you so much. Hey, yo, shout out where we can find you and your podcast, bro.
You find me on Facebook or go in whatever talk. We're on the first page somewhere. I ain't gonna say the first top 3, but we on the first page somewhere. Whatever talk. I believe same thing. We on the first page somewhere. If you down for some actual conversation, if you down to actually think about something, reach out. That's all you gotta do. Just reach out. We talk about any and everything.
Hey, I got a gal. I think I sent you before. I think y'all two would be great on the show. But all right, so let me go ahead and do my little spiel. Hey, yo, man, this your little big brother Eric G, man. I want to thank my boy Donathan Dobson, yo, from Whatever Talk, aka Rebel Jesus. Hey, yo, matter of fact, if y'all want to have a great conversation about religion, about what your viewpoint is versus his viewpoint, maybe you can change his mind. Lord knows I try. yo, check him out, man, on Whatever Talks. It's on all platforms. That's Whatever Talks. Check him out on his on social media at Donathan Dobson, and check him out. Him talking to himself all the time. But anyway, like I said, this is your little bit brother Eric G, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody liking. Man, you can catch this episode plus many more on my YouTube channel. We're trying to get the YouTube numbers up. I'm trying to get those numbers up, man. Please like and subscribe. Lord, I'm tired of being broke. Okay, what as my wife would say, in between blessings. I need the YouTube subscribers up. Okay. All right. So please check me out on YouTube. That's Random Thoughts with Eric G. On all platforms at Random Thoughts with Eric G. On Instagram at Random Thoughts without the S with Eric G. And on Facebook at Eric Green / the Green Rose Foundation, which is my organization. I want to thank my boy Donnie right here. And y'all, man, like I always say, God bless you.
Peace out.
Go ahead and do my little thing.
In the world that spins around, full of noise without a bound, there's a voice that's calm and deep. It's Eric G.